Our little guide Finn is showing us a wonderful central Pennsylvania plant today, Little Bluestem. I don't know that I'll be able to get through this video without Finn biting me or meowing through the whole thing. But at this time of year, when everything is kind of brown and not terribly exciting, still coming out from winter dormancy in late spring, you'll see this plant and its orange color really thrives and really makes a cool statement. A couple things to look at with Little Bluestem. The name itself, Little Bluestem, comes from the fact that although it's orange right now, these vertical spikes that come up about 36 inches or so out of the ground, about 1 to 3 feet tall. Sometimes they're a little taller, sometimes a little shorter. They emerge and they have a bluish green color to them, and there's a little knuckle on the plants as they emerge, and those tend to be especially more on the bluish green side. You'll also notice as you start to look across the plants at different times, these have been a little bit more wind whipped, so the seeds themselves have been a little bit more distributed. But if you get into some of the plants, yeah, here's a good example. There are some spots here where the seeds are still on the plant. Those will get wind distributed, or also a good source of food for songbirds and other animals that like them, but those themselves will get distributed and blown across the fields. So sometimes when you see them, you'll see them in drifts, right? Like there's a little line of it there. In the background, there's a little bit line of it there. And that's because the plant itself is light and able to be distributed that way for it. So that's Little Bluestem. It's one of the plants that can often be controlled by controlled burns, because there's a lot of tinder and chaff at the base of the plant. It makes it pretty easy to light up at this time of year, so you got to be careful with it from that perspective. But a super plant, because it's a warm season grass, sometimes can be a little bit tough to use in a cultivated garden setting, because every other plant will about come up and be emerging. And this one, if you've cut it down and are still waiting for the plant to grow up, because it's a warm season grass, it needs a little bit warmer temperatures for the soil in order for it to start growing again. So Little Bluestem, Andropogon or Schizachyrium, scoparium, depending on the whatever time you're looking at. From they changed the name a few years ago, but to make it more confusing and harder to spell. But otherwise, it's a wonderful plant and a great naturalizer and a great color in a native garden and a native application.